This moment, President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump are at Windsor Castle, kicking off this historic second state visit. They were greeted by the royal family this morning with a lavish arrival ceremony, and now the president is set to visit the tomb of Queen Elizabeth II. CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi joins us now with more on this. Olivia, you're outside the ceremony, I believe, at Windsor Castle. Plenty of pomp and circumstance, as we might expect from this. Viewers will see the King's Guard, those guys with the big black hats, which are the bearskin caps. It's all ceremonial, but what is on the president's schedule for the rest of the day, and what's been the standout so far from your point of view?
Yeah, good morning, Errol. It is good to be with you. We are outside Windsor Castle, and we did see those big bearskin caps earlier today. The president made his arrival just a short while ago, landing on Marine One, and then getting a horse and carriage tour of the grounds at Windsor Castle. But even though we're standing outside the castle, we can't really hear or see anything. It's all very protected because of security reasons. So what's on the agenda for the rest of today? Well, they're in a private lunch right now, and then we're expecting in a short while there's going to be a flyover, actually, between U.S. F-35 fighter jets and the U.K. Red Arrows. That's kind of their version of the Blue Angels that we have in the U.S. We're also getting a few details about the gifts that were exchanged between the royal family and President Trump and First Lady Melania. We learned that King Charles actually gifted President Trump the Union Jack, the flag that flew over Buckingham Palace on the day of Trump's second inauguration. President Trump also gifted King Charles a replica of President Eisenhower's sword. So a few gifts exchanges happening here today. And then tonight, of course, is that state banquet where about 150 guests will come here for a lavish dinner. There will be speeches by President Trump and King Charles, really strengthening the relationship between the two leaders, as this is seen as the highest of diplomatic events that you can have between two countries.
That's right, and it's appropriate they're trading gifts because the big topic of this trip really is trade. The president will meet with the UK Prime Minister tomorrow. What specifically, though, does Mr. Trump want to get out of this trip, and what can you tell us about the tech pact already established between the US and the UK?
Well, Errol, like most of Trump's trips, he wants to come home with some deliverables. And in this case, we're told by White House officials, it's something to the tune of tens of billions of dollars of investments in artificial intelligence, in civil nuclear projects, and quantum computing capabilities. There's going to be about a $41 billion tech announcement between the two of coordination of resources in these specific sectors. And it comes, of course, as President Trump has been very consistent about talking about nuclear energy being a priority of his administration. So we know there's going to be increased coordination between the U.S. and United Kingdom on this. You mentioned tomorrow there will be that press conference at Chequers. That's the Prime Minister's residence. They are expected to cover this, certainly, this part of the economic deal, but there's a lot of questions outstanding about the relationship between the U.S. and the United Kingdom, especially as there's issues such as the war in Ukraine raging on and the recent Israeli operation in Gaza City that is certainly going to come up at some point during this meeting.
Yeah, and we're going to dive into what's happening in Gaza City later this hour. Olivia Rinaldi, a lot of serious business. You got a castle behind you. I just want to give you credit for looking the part, too. It's almost like a Sherlock Holmes jacket you've got on, looking very in place there outside Windsor Castle.
I'm missing my magnifying glass, but you're right. I've got my trench going.
You'll find one before you leave. Olivia, thanks so much. We appreciate your reporting.